What up, Reap? What up, though, Reap? Let me get up in here. Mm. Let's see. Mm. Had to take my time with it, man. Just got a lot going on right here. What up, Reap? Put my phone on silent because people like to bother you when you're doing stuff. You know how it is. Welcome everyone. Welcome. I got my. I don't know if y'all can see that. I ain't gonna tell you what's in the cup though. Mm. Can't tell you what's in it. In the holiday decorating mode. Oh, not you, huh? That's what you're doing? I never thought you to. I didn't know Terminators had a soul. I didn't know you was. I didn't know you was into that, my brother. I didn't know you had that going on like that. But shit, everything good with me, man. Everything good with me. Wow, just a joke. Just a joke, my brother. How's the sound? How's the mic sound? I could turn it up, make it a little bit more sensitive if I need to. Pause. But it should be good. Should be good right now. Everything should be good. Should be, man. I've done all kind of updates yesterday. I had the same amount of updates this morning for some reason. I don't know. I don't know. But we should be there. We should be good right now. Should be. I should be coming in loud and clear. The visuals, audio, everything should be good right now. Should be. Should be.
Impressive.
Sounds good on the phone. Okay, cool. Yeah, like I said, welcome to the Piccsta podcast. I'm your host, the Piccsta. This is the first official episode. I've had a lot of times where I put up this overlay and talked, and we just went left, or we had a purpose, motivation, joking, topics, whatever. But this is the first official episode, and I titled it "Who is the Pickster?" I said I would do this a couple of years ago, and I kind of lost the feel for it. I kind of just backed out of it and said, you know what? Now is not the time. I wasn't feeling it. I was going through a lot. I had a tough year, and I just kind of got away from it. But I had asked people like to kind of help and contribute and send me questions and all kind of stuff, and I got a good response. I got a good response. A lot of people sent me questions, good questions, bad, you know, crazy questions. But I did get responses, and I had to go through my emails, go through some of my inboxes, social network and stuff, and find some of these questions. And I just tried to pick the best questions that I could do on this show, and just let people know a little bit of who I am, how I think, how I move a little bit, just to let everybody know what's going on with the Pickster. Most people that are gonna come through here know me, but I'm gonna take this episode also and I'm gonna upload it to my YouTube, and people will be able to check it out at their convenience. If you don't mind me asking, Reed, what kind of decorating you doing? I've been seeing I don't know if it's just around here or what, but I've been seeing a lot of people decorate their cars in Christmas lights. I've seen cars, the whole car covered in Christmas lights. I've seen like 6 cars just this week. I don't know if that's a new thing. I don't know if that's. I don't know. I don't know. I've seen it. I hope you're not doing that, my brother. I really hope you're not doing that. That's wild. I just hope you're not doing it. I pray you're not doing that, bro. But yeah. Um, who is the Pickster? Listen, I'm not gonna say my age. I'm not gonna get into all that, but I am a broadcaster. I'm a gamer. I'm a father, soon to be husband. I am a coach, football coach, basketball coach, boxing coach, whatever. Um, we just had our end of the year banquet for football yesterday, and it was beautiful. It was great. Kind of sad. I'm kind of sad that it ended, but yeah, uh, the way a lot of them are doing those lights look corny. It does. It really does. That's why I say I hope you ain't doing that. But I know you're a car guy too, so I would hope you wouldn't disrespect your ride like that. But yeah, I've been seeing it. I don't know what it's up about, but maybe it's just the thing this year because I didn't see anything like that last year. But you know, everything's trendy nowadays, man. Everything's trendy. But yeah, I'm a like I said, I'm a father, soon to be husband, gamer. I'm working on the tree. Like okay, cool. Been gaming for a long time, a long time. Since 1986, at the tender age of 3, almost 4. My grandma put a controller in my hand, a Nintendo, a NES controller in my hand, and the rest is history. It was like you know how your family members older brother or sister whatever they give you the controller that's not plugged up, and I'm playing the controller and I knew I wasn't doing anything and I'm crying and I'm clowning around and my grandma told my aunt she's like give him a controller let him play. I started playing and the rest is history. Um, but I'll do an episode about that later. We're not gonna get too much into that. That's just the basis of who I am, what I got going on. Um, I'm from the greatest state in the United States, Louisiana. You better believe that. You better know it. A lot of people talk down Louisiana, but listen, nothing but legends come from Louisiana. Kings and legends. So you put it up there. I should post some pictures of our Christmas tree. Our Christmas tree like 15 foot tall. I didn't do no work on it though. I didn't do any work on it, but yeah, it's up there. It's up there. Um, I remember when I first started getting on social networks. Massive tree. It's pretty big. It is pretty big. Pause. Um, I remember when I first started getting on social networks. I would ask a lot of questions, do a lot of posts that made people think, and we would debate and we have posts to be 100 comments and people are like, man, you know what? You need a radio show. You need a talk show or something like that. I always thought about that. I always thought about that. But this is a long time ago. It's back in the MySpace days, and by the time we got to this big podcast explosion, I was like, you know what? Maybe I should try that. Maybe I should do something like that. City John, what up, City John? City John up in here. Kingston Killer, no one real the world with you, baby. Hey, everything good, man. Everything is good. Everything's good. I appreciate y'all coming through. I had to stop my New York instinct from responding to the greatest state comment. Hey, listen, we can go at it, man. This is what this platform is going to be for. Look at the tags. Debate is up there. If you think New York is better than Louisiana, I mean, we can go category for category. You want to go food? I mean, what you want? You want to go food? You want to go fashion? The only thing y'all really got is hip hop. I mean, we got some legends from Louisiana in hip hop, but I'll give. You can't really argue with New York about that. Like it is what it is. I mean, we got Gators. Y'all got Rats. I mean, what category you want? What category you want? We'll is a clean sweep. It's a clean sweep any category. I'm just saying. We could go however I got mad love for New York. I love New York, but hey man, it's the boot. It's the boot forever, man. Skin glowing, fam. You look good. Hey, listen. I look good. I feel good. I feel good. I perform good. I perform good. They pay good. You know how it goes. Skin is. Hey, does that look like a 41-year-old man? Is that okay? I just you know me. My mom and dad had a thing going on, and it's the product. It's the product, you know what I'm saying? Love to hear. Mm. you know, let me stop, man. Hey, listen, I'm feeling good. I'm doing good, man. Life is good. What more can I say, man? What more can I say? Great seeing, hey, great seeing you, City John. Great seeing. I appreciate you coming through, City. Mm. Y'all like my cup? My favorite cup. It's this cup is even this cup is even better than my Buffalo mug, my Buffalo Bills mug, and that was my favorite cup. That was my favorite cup for the longest. Then I got this one, and it's like can't beat that. Yes, it's this is a big mug. It's big as my head. You see that? I got a big ass head. Yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, I appreciate y'all being here. Welcome to the first episode, man. I was supposed to do this. If anybody's not here, trust me, it's gonna be on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna upload it, upload the VOD on my YouTube channel. Not gonna do a long episode, but what you can expect on the podcast is I'm gonna have topics. I'm gonna have questions. Like I said, I got some of the best questions I've gotten the last couple of years. I had so many, man. I had like 70 questions, so I just tried to. Some of them were repetitive, so I just tried to see which questions were the best that I could just answer. Maybe I felt like people would want to know, I want to hear. I'm gonna try to get guests on. I'm gonna try to do like maybe a split screen. Maybe use the Discord. Maybe use the Discord channel and do a split screen and do maybe just audio with me and someone or video with me and someone. I'm gonna make it work, man. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, but I'm getting it started. Is we here now, and I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it the best, man. I'm gonna do my best with it. Mm, I feel that, homie. I need to I need to go in the stream elements and change some of my time responses because I got the one response. I think I took it off. It might play in a minute though, because I'm not on the road no more, so I ain't got to worry about that. I ain't got to worry about the stream lagging or the noise in the background. Any noise you hear in the background probably gonna be my family or the dog or whatever. But I'm not on the road no more, so I need to. If that's still on there, I need to check into that. Glad I was able to catch the first. I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate you, Reaper, City John, whoever's in here lurking. I appreciate y'all, man. Like I say, with it, if ever I do an episode, I'm always say when I'm gonna do it. If you hear, you hear. If not, you catch it on the YouTube channel because I'm gonna try to upload every one of them to the YouTube channel. So yeah, I'm gonna have interviews. I'm gonna interview other broadcasters, other gamers, maybe some people in my family. It just depends, man. Whoever's up for it, I'm going to invite them on, and we're just going to talk, man. Just vibe, talk about life, broadcasting, gaming, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Retro recap up in the building. What's up, baby? What's up, my brother? LOL, wide up, man. What up, bro? What's up with you, man? That's my bro right there, man. Retro, always coming through, always pulling up a window for you, boy. I appreciate you, my brother. How you feeling, man? How you feeling? Some of my sounds on my stream deck wasn't working. It's, like I said, I had so many downloads last night, so much updates. I'm good watching the Bills Lions game. Oh, they playing right now, huh? Yeah, we about to run them up out of there. Likewise, man. We about to run them up out of there. Y'all already know what's going on. The Lions ain't messing with us. Who winning? I didn't even know they was playing yet. Let me pull up this. Let me pull up this. But you know what? You know what's crazy? Did y'all see the Heisman Trophy uh presentation? I ain't gonna lie. I like Travis Hunter, but Boise State Genty, man, that should have been unanimous. That should have been unanimous. But yeah, Bills up 7-0. Great to hear. I like Travis, but man, listen, Travis a dog, man. Both sides of the ball and good. Not just playing both sides. He was great at both sides. But Genty, that dude put up Barry Sanders numbers, and we ain't seen Barry Sanders numbers in a long time. Reggie Bush ain't put up Barry Sanders numbers. Uh, Derrick Henry ain't put up Barry Sanders. They done their thing. They all got their records that they broke where they were, and they all were great. But man, Genty put up Barry Sanders numbers, bro. Never. We ain't gonna talk about that's not this episode. We're not doing that. Retro came up in here, and I just started thinking. I know he with the Ravens. I started thinking football. We're not gonna go that route though. We're not gonna do that. Yeah, two-way player. Yeah, both sides. I think they really did that for Colorado and for Dion, cause ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. Okay. We was about to get into it. Yeah. We're not doing. I just think they did that for Colorado. Colorado didn't make the playoff, so they had to give them some kind of story. Dion doing a great job over there, man. Turned that program completely around. When everybody, not everybody, but most of the high ends in college football was hoping for him to fail, and hoping for him to just tank that shit, and he hey. Man did his thing, man. He did his thing. So shout out to them. But Genty got robbed. I'm just saying. Yeah. I would go on a lifelong revenge tour. I would get to the league and just tear it up. I'd become the best running back of all time. Just based on me not getting the Heisman. I'd get MVP like 5 years in a row. It'd be the biggest revenge tour of my life, man. Every time somebody interview me, I'll be up in there cursing like, "Yeah, they took my Heisman. They can't take this MVP." Look, because let's be honest. Travis Hunter not going to play two ways for no NFL team. It's not happening. If 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 any team draft him and let him do that, his career gonna be short. I'm not hating. His career gonna be short. Oh yeah, he gonna go top five. Him and Shador going top five. But he going his career ain't gonna last. It ain't gonna last. Dion played both ways, but how often did he play both ways? How often did he line up at receiver? Not often. He didn't. He didn't do it like. He was able to, but he didn't, and there's a reason for that. In the NFL, that takes a toll on your body, man. So whatever, man. I say 5 years. Yeah, 4 years. Yeah. I hope they're successful though, man. Anybody that go through that and I don't the way college football is tailoring now, it's almost like these kids they don't even have to go to the NFL now. They making money now. They don't have to go to the league. So I don't want them to waste a team's draft pick. You know, I hope that they go and be successful and help the teams that believe in them. Let's see. I'm looking for these questions, y'all. I just had them before somebody called my phone. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll just do 9. I'll do 9 questions. I'm telling you, I got so many questions, man. I don't know why people ask it. And what's up? Okay, so here's the thing. This is like 2 years worth of questions. Kinston, I told you about the podcast. I told you I wanted to do it, and you was a big supporter, and you was like, "Yeah, man, do that." I feel you should do that. I remember everything you told me about it, you know, and I kept posting, I kept tweeting it, putting it on my Facebook, everything. Hey, if you got any questions, man, send it to my email or inbox me or whatever. Over 2 years, bro, I got like 70 something questions, like, and I'm talking about like different questions. If you count all of them, I probably got close to 100. But like I say, some of them were the same thing. It was repetitive. What up, Juice? Juice up in here. What's up, though? So if I would have started the podcast right when I had the idea to do it, I probably would have been able to get through most of the questions. I would have been able to keep up, but I didn't. And there was like people just kept sending stuff, kept sending stuff. So I tried to pick some of the best ones, the ones that I thought were good questions. So we're gonna get into this in a second. What up, Juice? I want to make sure I ain't missing nobody that came in here. How you feeling, Juice? I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Hey, it means a lot, man. It really means a lot, man. Anytime your people support you, y'all know how it feels, man. Y'all know the feeling. So I appreciate y'all, man. So yeah, like I said, I'm a father, soon to be husband, coach, football coach. You can add football coach now. I was already a basketball coach, boxing coach, football coach. Man, I just had the best experience of my life, man. Just this season, coaching junior All American on the Rancho Warriors. That's the league that C.J. Stroud played in. He would come and talk to the kids every now and then, and it was a good experience, man. A good experience. You when you working with the youth, you and you mentoring the youth, you tend to grow attached to some of these kids, man. Some of these kids start to believe in you and latch on to you, and is after a while, it just it's a different feeling. If you love to give back, if you love to see other people successful, there's no better feeling, in my opinion, than giving back to the youth, coaching youth sports, mentoring children. Man, it's a beautiful feeling, man. Because what society tries to show you, as far as the youth, especially our youth, black youth, they just try to show you these grimy kids and shisties and all. Man, that's it's totally different when you really get hands on with the kids and you really get down to some sports or some tutoring or something like that. That's not the youth. What you see online and on TV and the news, that's not the youth. We still have a lot of good kids out there, and some of them just need a little bit more direction than what they're getting at home. You know what I'm saying? So, like mom and dad is cool, everything is cool, but we've been kids before. We know how we feel about support from the outside. Some kids get complacent. Some people feel like, um, yeah, man, yeah, congrats on that, congrats on that. Yeah, you're right, Juice. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. But when I was a youth, I kind of got complacent. I felt like if my dad supported me, well, that's my dad. If my mom supported me, that's my grandma. That's my people. Like when you hear the praises coming from the outside, when you hear people from the outside motivating you and cheering you on, say, "Hey, man, you could do whatever you put your mind to," it just feels different. It hits different, you know. So there's a lot of kids, man. I posted a picture on Twitter. Of what the where's my keys? Yeah, right here. This keychain that this kid gets, kid Jonah. Um, Good kid, man, great kid, and he gave me this keychain. Uh, Great coach is hard to find and impossible to forget. Man, hey, Almost, yeah, he almost made me do it, man. Almost made the Piccsta cry a little bit, man. That was that just the whole experience, man. We had a great bunch of kids. We had a great bunch of kids, man. It was definitely better than my basketball coaching experience. I didn't have an assistant. I was the head coach, and it was just that was it. This football, I was an assistant. I wasn't the head coach, but I was just as important. I helped offense, defense, everything. Um, my basketball experience, it was just different. I'm not going to even talk about it. It's just maybe another time. But the football experience was real good, man. I enjoyed it. I can't wait for next year. I got so many ideas. I'm pumped up. I'm motivated. I can't. I'm upset that it's over. I'm pissed that it's like I gotta wait. I gotta wait till the summer now. Conditioning starts in the summer. So y'all look after that, man. I'm gonna post some stuff about that whenever it starts up again. But let's get into some of these questions. I don't want to run over too much, but and you know what else? You know what else I thought when I was looking at these questions? Some of the questions I was like, all right, I'm gonna answer the questions or whatnot. But some of these questions you could have a full blown episode about some of these questions. These are great questions. This is just the ones I chose to answer on the stream. But man, some of these I got the whole list on my iPad, but this is on my phone. Um, so here's the first question: when did you become a gamer? And I had to think about that. That was a great question. I had to think about that because at first I was like, well, I started gaming way back in 1986. No, 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 no. That don't make you a gamer. When you started gaming, that don't make you a gamer, in my opinion. Everybody might feel different. But the question is loaded for the simple fact that some people have different opinions of what a gamer is. Um, I've seen people debate. I've seen a question on Twitter. Somebody said, "What is a gamer?" And there was a big debate of people who play mobile games. It's like that's not real gamers, and I'm like, who makes the rules of what a gamer is? If you play games, right? Um, Arcade games, console games, PC games, mobile games. I mean, I think if you live in that lifestyle, that makes you a gamer. But that was a heated debate. Like people were coming up with these mobile games, and they're like, no, yo, I put 1,000 hours on this game in the last 4 years, and it's like that's still you're not a gamer. So it depends on what you think a gamer is. But I feel when I became a gamer because before this, I was just playing video games. Like I'm talking about all the way to from NES to Super NES to Genesis to Sega CD to 32X to PlayStation to Dreamcast to like I had a lot of systems. Man, I had a lot of systems, but I think I became a gamer like a gamer when I got in full gamer mode was when I started to play. I would say PlayStation 3. I would say PlayStation 3. Um, I mean, like I said, I played video games for a long time. Even PlayStation 2, man, I played so many games. But I think when I became a gamer, is when I started to play online, and chat back and forth with people. Like, I did a little bit of that on PlayStation 2, but not as much. Not as much. I remember when I got to what's that? Was it Grand Theft Auto 4? Grand Theft Auto 4. Battlefield 2 Bad Company. That's when I became a gamer. So to answer that question, That's when I became a gamer. When I started to really get up in the chat rooms and really compete online, like, you know, against other people. Because, you know, you can play solo games, you can do all that. And, and, and I'm not discrediting anybody that plays solo adventure games, whatever. You're still a gamer. Me personally, I feel like when I got in those lobbies, and I mean, Grand Theft Auto 4 was just different. That was just different for me, man. Playing in those, I put a lot of hours in on 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 that game. Like I say, Battlefield Bad Company 2, man, I put so much into that, so much. That's when I became a gamer. That's when it got serious for me. Let's see. For me, I think like 7 when Big Sis bought us the Nintendo. Okay, Juice. Okay, Juice. Seems like the difference between casual and hardcore game. I agree with that, Reap. That was my thoughts. That was my thoughts on it, Reap. But still, in all, you're a gamer. I don't think anybody should be judged based on what games they play or where they play it, unless you play on Xbox. Then, you know. But we're not gonna get into that. We're not. Whatever you play, wherever you play, you're a gamer. You know, you're a gamer. Don't take that personal, y'all. Don't take that personal. I just be clowning like that. Let's see. This next question. Uh, what's your favorite game of all times? Um, it's a great question because, and I like I say, the questions I chose, I feel like they're great questions because you can have a big open discussion about the question. In the same sense, that question is an unfair question. If you're really a gamer, if you're a real true gamer, it's hard to answer that question because you can have a favorite game on each console. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. You may have a game that just trumps all that. You may have a game that just like this is the game. No matter what console, no matter how old the game is, this is the game of my favorite game of all time. Me, I could tell you my favorite game on each console. I don't have a game like that's my greatest game of all time. I don't. As much as I love Grand Theft Auto 4, as much as I love Battlefield Bad Company, you know what I'm saying? Man, I could go back to um Tecmo Super Bowl. That was one of my bro. When I was playing that game, I thought it couldn't get no better than that. Tecmo Super Bowl, not Super Tecmo Bowl, not the one on Super Nintendo. That you had Tecmo Bowl, then you had Tecmo Super Bowl. So you remember you had Tecmo Bowl, which was just for some reason they had the like only the original NFL teams. They didn't have when the AFL merged. They didn't have those teams. Then you had Tecmo Super Bowl where they had the NFC and the AFC, and I'm a Buffalo fan, so Buffalo was on the game, and hey, you got Bo Jackson on the game, Lawrence Taylor on the game, Barry Sanders on the game, Ronnie Lott on the game, yeah, Roger Craig on the game. That to me, and I'm a football fan too, so it didn't get no better than that. But mind you, I was 8, 9, 10 years old playing that game. So, as you grow, you see more games, you see more better graphics, you start to play different systems. Because I was a Nintendo kid. I was a Nintendo kid. I really wasn't like Reaper, who was a Sega kid, until I met a friend. We became friends, and I'm like, Nintendo's the greatest. Nintendo this, and he's like, come to my house right quick. And he put the Sega on. I was like, oh, I'm playing Joe Montana, Sports Talk 94. It blew my mind. I'm like, yo, what is this? Why Nintendo don't got? Why we don't got this? You know what I'm saying? Playing Vector Man and Comic Zone and Ranger X and you know what I'm saying? The biggest difference I seen from Nintendo and Sega was whenever that RoboCop versus Terminator came out. Mortal Kombat even. Mortal Kombat came out. You remember in Mortal Kombat on Sega, you could put in the code and you could see the blood. Super Nintendo didn't, you know what I'm saying? Didn't even have that option for, you know what I'm saying? It was like, nah, we do family games here. We're not doing that. So it each era, each system, I could pick a game. I don't really have a game, but I will say this: Tecmo Super Bowl is a game I could still play today. I could still fire it up and play that all day. I all day. How Jay Leno used to say, hours of fun, hours of fun. We could we could fire it up today. Hours of fun. I enjoyed Tecmo Super Bowl. Yeah, man. That was And then back then, whether you played a sports game, a fighting games, you get real serious. You had to sit right there in the same room with the person that you was whooping their ass or they was whooping your ass, and it got real serious, man. It got real serious back then. So you had to be in the room with them. It couldn't be, you know, online or nothing like that. Back then, it was gaming was real competitive. Genesis was hitting hard with those sports titles. Yeah, yeah. Arch Rivals. Arch Rivals was on Genesis. The basketball game. The way they didn't call no fouls. You punch them. That's how you steal the ball. You punch them and take it. Yeah. Hey, Genesis was just different. They did more with less. You know, they did more with less. They had this is how good Genesis was. This is how good Sega Genesis was. They excuse me. They blew Nintendo out of the water, and they still competed with Super Nintendo. That's how good. That's how good Genesis was, right? Because you had the master. You're saying you had the master system, which kind of that was like, you know, with Nintendo. Then you had Sega Genesis. They blew Nintendo out of the water, and then Super Nintendo came. And when you look back on it, you're like, well, what was the difference between these two systems? And it was the color palette, basically, the color palette. Nintendo had Super Nintendo had way more colors. Genesis still had good graphics. They still knew how to make games. They still had good titles. It was just it was just different back then. It was different. I still remember one kid got pissed and yanked my Genesis off the top of the TV and stormed out. My older cousin yoked him up for, oh yeah, bro, you ain't walking out. Hey, them kids, oh man, the kids that would turn the system off because they losing. Oh my gosh. Are they cops? Are they just all cops today? Like, whatever happened to those kids, man? Whatever happened to those sore loser kids, man? I spent the most hours in Mario 3. Mario 3, man, listen. Mario 3 was amazing because um Super Mario 2 was so bad. Man, like, yeah. Super Mario 2 was so bad. So Mario 3 was real good, man. Mario 3 was a game changer. I spent a lot of time on Mario 3 too. You know what's crazy? So I didn't know this, right? I didn't know this. There's so help me out, Juice and Reaper. Maybe you can help me out too, right? Damn, that's a 2 liter mug. I showed it earlier. Like, it's just as big as my head, man. It's like 60 ounces, like 60 ounces. I mean, I got big hands, man. It's bigger than my fist. You see that? It's my favorite. It's my favorite. It's my favorite mug. You know, mugs, when you use them too much or when you overload them too much, they tend to break. They tend to break right here, right? And this is that's real, you know. So they tend to break right here. The day this shit breaks, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. I can bathe in there. I hope not. Yo,
Hey yo, what the fuck?
I hope not. I hope not. I hope you're bigger than that. Pause. But maybe y'all can help me out with this. So I remember I was talking with somebody about Super Mario 3, right? And we were just talking. We were having a good conversation. I was like, so I'm gonna need a forklift. That's a wild statement. That backup beeping sound. So we were talking, and I was like, "Yeah, Mario 3, that was a great game for Nintendo." And I told him, I said, "Yeah, I like the versus mode on there." And he was like, "Ain't no wasn't no versus mode on Mario 3." I was like, "Yeah, that was a versus mode on there." He's like, "Nah, bro, wasn't no versus mode." I said, "Bro, that was a versus mode where you can go in like the sewer part, and is Mario and there's Luigi, and there's got that little pile in the middle, and y'all have to fight to get to the pile, and they had the little ducks and the little all the little enemies in there, and they had the tunnels. You could run through the tunnels, and like this is the stage. You see my overlay, so this is the stage. So they got like the tunnels. They got the tunnels at the bottom. They got the pile in the middle. They got the bricks right here, the bricks right there. They got some bricks in the middle. And if you ran right here, you would come out the other side, right? And I was like, that was the versus mode. He's like, nah, they didn't have that on Mario 3. I'm like, bro, what version of Mario 3 that I had that had that? Because it was there. I remember it. I even talked to some other people, and it's like, yeah, I remember that. I'm like, how he didn't have that? Like, oh, maybe the original version of Mario 3 didn't have that, but the version I had it. So he was trying to say, he's like, I know what you're talking about, but that's a different game. That game didn't come together with Mario 3. I was like, bro, I'm telling you, you had one player, two player versus. That's what it was. So yeah, I love that. I know what I played, bro. I wasn't dreaming for 4 years. I know what I played, but whatever. We'll move on from that. So the question: what's your favorite game of all times? It's an unfair question. I did pick it because I know it would bring up a discussion, but I can't name one game. I can't name one game that's my favorite game of all time. Like, I love Fallout 4. That's my favorite Fallout game. That's my first Fallout game. But every time I say that, some Fallout buff come out and say, "Oh, you didn't play Fallout 3. Fallout 3 is the best." Oh, well, Fallout New Vegas is, hey, it is what it is. But Fallout 4, I love that game. You know, Resident Evil Code Veronica, I love that game. There's a lot of games that I really like. But to say my favorite game of all time, it's hard to say because once the games come out, if you're a real gamer, it's always something that trumps that. It's always something that comes out and it's just better. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard. It's very hard to pick a game and say, oh, that's my favorite game of all time. For me. For me. Maybe a lot of people can do that. A lot of people can say, this is my favorite game of all time. And nothing's gonna trump that, no matter what generation, what you put it up against, this is the game. I know a lot of people I liked Metal Gear Solid for a long time. I did. The one on PlayStation. But, I never owned it. I'm not sure. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Like I had a Dreamcast. I remember I had this game called Sword of the Berserker, Guts Rage. I love that game. That was a great game. Favorite game of all time? I can't say that. Um, man, Grand Theft Auto 3. Man, Grand Theft Auto 3 changed the game, bro. Grand Theft Auto 3, oh my gosh. That game was so good, you didn't even realize that the main character never talked. He did not say one word. He ain't had one word throughout the whole game. He didn't say nothing. Never said nothing. No, nobody never noticed that. That's how good that game was. You know, I remember I had Marvel versus Capcom 2 for Dreamcast. Mm, man, Battlefield Bad Company, man. I played that. Killzone 2, shit, Ninja Gaiden, not the original Ninja Gaiden, but the Ninja Gaiden for PlayStation 3. Ninja Gaiden Sigma. It came out on Xbox first, Ninja Gaiden, the remake or whatever. Then it came out on PlayStation, Ninja Gaiden Sigma. Man, I can't. I just can't. But like I said, I picked the question. He he just nodded. He just nodded when spoken to. Listen, like I said, I just picked the question because I know it's a good question, a good discussion. But I cannot just say this is my favorite game and pick one game. I can't. It's hard to even give a top five. If you're a real gamer, if you're a true gamer, it's like asking a hip hop head, what's your favorite hip hop song of all time? Serious? Sometimes that depends on your mood. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to answer that. So, oh shit, I forgot Ninja Gaiden. I spent a lot of time on that as well. So which one, Juice? Was it the original, or the Xbox version, or the PlayStation version? Which one? Which one you talking about? And see, that's another thing. Like me and Reaper had this discussion. Me and Reaper had this discussion when we first met. When I first went into Reaper's stream, we had this discussion of what PlayStation did for gaming and what it did for us as gamers. PlayStation was the ultimate balance of gaming. So when PlayStation came out, it was the ultimate balance. It had fighters, it had shooters, it had racing games, it had family games. Like you had Spyro, you had, you know what I'm saying. It was the perfect balance, and it was just great when it. That's why PlayStation 2 is the greatest console of all time. That's why it was the most anticipated console of all time. And that's what makes it the greatest console of all time. The graphics was good, the sales were good, the games were good, everything was good. You know what I'm saying? They bought the analog control with it. Everything was good with that. But what up, Warrior? Warrior up in the house. PS was the shit. What up, Queen? Queen up in here. Yep, still got my PlayStation 2. Yeah, hey, I'm telling you, man, PlayStation, and PlayStation 2 changed the game, man. Like, that was the best time to, if you experienced PlayStation, that, they always say that if you did this, you had a great childhood. You did it, you had an awesome childhood. If you experienced PlayStation, I'm talking about PlayStation. I'm talking about Game Day 98. I'm talking about um, Battle Arena Toshinden. I'm talking about, I ended up with two PlayStation 2s. I'm talking about Metal Gear Solid, Jet Moto, Cool Borders. If you experience Armored Core, if you experience PlayStation, like it's just different, man. It's just different, and it changed gaming forever. It changed gaming forever, man. I'm so glad I was a part of that. I'm so glad man. I'm glad I was there, man. I'm glad I was there for that. Still, still got my games from PlayStation One. Big facts. Yeah, man. Then PlayStation Two, man. Oh my gosh, PlayStation Two. The first game I had for PlayStation Two was a Devil May Cry, and I remember playing through the game. I'm like, man, this game is amazing. Like the game was amazing for me. Devil May Cry. That was my first PlayStation Two game. Had something for everyone, man. Just so the thing that made the game amazing for me was everything wasn't repetitive on the game. Devil May Cry. Everything was not like you had like the little puppet guys that you fought, but as you advanced through the levels, you seen different enemies, and all the boss battles were like the boss battles were crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then he kept getting weapons. He kept getting more weapons. Like, he had like the gauntlets where he just was punching and kicking with the gauntlets. You get a different sword. I think the sword was the lightning sword, Alistar. He had the guns. He had the ebony and ivory, the guns, and he got the shotgun. Like the game was just, I'm like, yo, this game is crazy. Like, it's just a good game, man. Devil May Cry, that blew me away. I was like, bro, like that. Metal Gear Solid 2. What is it called? Sons of Liberty or Sons of the Patriots or some shit like that. that was a great game. Man, just like I said, you could go through every. I think you can go through every console and pick your favorite game. But to say one game is your favorite game of all time, that's damn near impossible, man. It is. It is. PlayStation is awesome. Whenever you, even when you try to, like if you had to pick a whole like series, it's like Mega Man. You could pick the whole series. Ninja Gaiden, you could pick the whole series. Madden, you could pick the whole series. Call of Duty, you could pick the whole series. You still can't say that's your favorite of all time. If you a real gamer, I find that hard to be able to just pinpoint and say, yeah, that's my favorite game of all. I find it difficult to do. But hey, that's just me. That's just me. I'm sure, you know, people are different. Like, okay, let me throw it to y'all. Let me throw it to y'all. Queen, you in here. Reaper, you in here. Juice, you in here. Warrior, you in here. What's your favorite game of all time? What's your favorite game of all time that trumps every game you've ever played or are currently playing? Can you really answer that? Reaper, you a retro head like me, and you've been in the game for a long time, and you've been on PC, so you've seen way more than console games. Can you really name a game? Can you really say one game? This the best. This is my favorite game of all time. It don't have to be the best game of all time. You don't have to say like this game is better than every other game. Like in general, just for you, can you say this is my favorite game of all time? With as many games as you played, can you say that? Juice, I can't say. What up, Jada? Jada ain't free. What up with you? Welcome in. Hey, make sure y'all follow Jada. Make sure y'all follow Jada. That's family right there. That's family. You can go to that stream and you can see anime. You can see women's pro wrestling in Japan. You can see great gameplay. That's a great stream. Make sure y'all follow. Make sure y'all follow Jada. What's up with you? Tomorrow something else will come. Exactly, Juice. That's what I'm saying. Like, and it's not even. And look, I'm not saying that based on. I'm not saying that based on something else could come later on. If they never made another game, if gaming stopped right now, we just got to play what we got right now. I still can't say what's my favorite game of all time. I can't. I can't. As much as I love Fallout, the gameplay of Fallout is not what holds me to the game. It's the story. It's the story. It's the characters, the NPCs. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot about the game that holds me to it, but not the gameplay. There's better gameplay on Dying Light. I love Dying Light. I would say Dying Light and Fallout, they neck and neck for me. I love Dying Light. Dying Light 2 disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. That game disappointed. But I love Dying Light. I love the gameplay. I love the controls for it. The missions, the side missions, the characters. I love everything about Dying Light. Some people say they love Dead, what was that, Dead Island? Dead Island and all that. There was another game called Dead Rising. I like Dead Rising, but I didn't like that timer. They had a timer on it. I hated that. They didn't need that on that game. But yeah, some people say Dead Island was better. I think Dying Light is better. So, let's see. Let's see. Make sure I ain't missed nothing. Facts. If you've played, oh my gosh, hold on. All right, I'm gonna have to go right here and look at it. Baldur's Gate 3 is the game of of decade, if not all time. Okay, okay. So can you say that's your favorite game of all time? Out of all the games you've ever played, Jada, can you say that's your favorite game of all time? Can you say? I mean, and I'm not judging you if you say yeah. Then you got a lot more figured out than some of us. But I can't say that. Reaper, Streets of Rage, Twisted Metal. Don't have one yet. Doom series. If you've played a lot of games, picking just one top game is difficult. You have to have a limited sampling of games for that to be an easy. Yeah, I agree with that, Reaper. I agree with that. You would have to not have played a lot of games to say this is my favorite. But when you've been, like I said, I've been playing games for a long time. I've been playing games since, bro. So let me break something down to y'all. So I remember like playing like Nintendo, right? So let me just name some titles that I remember. Okay, of course we got the Mega Mans. Of course we got the Ninja Gaidens. Of course we got the Tecmo Bowl, Tecmo Super Bowl. Of course we got Jordan versus Bird. You know what I'm saying? We got Double Dribble. Uh, there was a there was a game called Super Spike Volleyball. I know some of y'all don't even know. Some of y'all 20 years old. So y'all don't even know about Super Spike Volleyball. Y'all don't even know about that. Um and this was a volleyball game. This was a volleyball game. Like it was like a beach volleyball game. It was good. It was real good. Bionic Commando. Y'all don't even know about that. Y'all don't even know about like there's some games that I played that like when I was a kid I was like it don't get no better than this. Then Super Nintendo came, and I didn't talk about Double Dragon, Battletoads, like games that people say was difficult. Ninja Turtles, the arcade game. These are games that we played as kids, right? Then you talk about Sega. So you got Sega, you got, you know what I'm saying, you got like I say, you got Vector Man, you got Comic Zone, you got I played a game called Mercs. Mercs was real good. Um Cyborg Justice, Sonic. Of course, you got Sonic. Um, what else is on Sega? Got the Joe Montana. You got Mad. Madden was real good on Sega. Ranger X. Oh shit, Double Dragon. Yeah, Double Dragon series. You know, people go to that. Um, what else I played on Sega? Evander Holyfield championship boxing. Like, because you know Nintendo had Mike Tyson Punch Out. You know, then you had you had um, Evander Holyfield championship boxing, and then old boy Buster Douglas he beat Tyson. So then Sega went and made a game for him. You know what I'm saying? Buster Douglas boxing, like you know what I'm saying? So many games that I play, I'm like, okay, it don't get no better than this. Then Super Nintendo came. Now you got Super Mario World, one of the best Super Mario games of all time. Super Mario World, okay? Everything was super. You know what I'm saying? You got F Zero, Super Double Dragon. That was a great game. Super Double Dragon was great. I don't know if any of y'all ever played that since we just said Double Dragon. Super Double Dragon was a great game. That was a great game. I like that game. That was one of my, you know, you got Bulls versus Blazers. That was a basketball game. NBA Live. That's when NBA Live started. Super Nintendo. You know, you know what I'm saying? So you got NBA Live, Live 95. Remember that? Remember that? I played sports games back then. So there's things like that that you got to consider, you know? Then from Super Nintendo, I went to like what was it 32X? I think I had 32X after that. Like Super Metroid, Mortal Kombat. You know what I'm saying? Like if you try to say the your favorite game, it just keeps getting better. It keeps getting better. If you keep going, you're like, okay, no. You know, it just keeps getting better. Mortal Kombat was amazing. But then Mortal Kombat 2 took the world by storm. Mortal Kombat 2 was everything. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, 32X was an add-on for the Genesis. You're sure you had that? I didn't have it. I played it though. I didn't have it. I didn't have that. But I played it. My one of my friends had it. One of my friends had it. I didn't have it. I had a Genesis though. Um Comic Zone was amazing. It was tough too. Comic Zone was tough. I'm still looking for my original cart. It's around here. Oh, you got the original? Okay, okay, Reaper. Reaper say you got the original. Okay, hold on. Let me catch up on some of y'all stuff right quick. The Xbox original. I never played the Nintendo. Okay, Juice. See, that was the first Ninja game I played too. I played it on Xbox first. My brother had an Xbox. I wasn't into Xbox like that, but he had an Xbox, and I played it on that. I was like, okay, this thing nice. And when it came to PlayStation, I was like, all right, I'm good. I don't need to mess with Xbox. But I almost bought an Xbox because of a Ninja Gaiden. The game was great. The game was difficult, but it gave you such a move set to where you could compete with the AI. It's not like the AI was just way better than you. They gave you a move set and different weapons. Like I like the staff and the nunchucks. I'll go crazy with the nunchucks. But yeah, the Xbox original. Okay, here we go. I'm catching up, y'all. I'm catching up. Baldur's Gate 3. It's the game of the day. Okay, okay. I'm catching up. I can pick. Hold on. Reaper said something. I want to. I can pick one per platform, like you said, but one overall is hard. I listed my current Piccsta, but okay, I got you. I got you. I seen those. I probably say Need for Speed Underground 2. I used to go to Blockbuster and rent it enough times. My favorite racing game, I always did like Jet Moto. My favorite Need for Speed game was Hot Pursuit. I liked Hot Pursuit. The cops and robbers, like the cops chase. I loved Hot Pursuit. Driver. Driver was a good driving. It wasn't racing, but it was a good driving game. My favorite racing game would have to it would have to be between. I like Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, but I put so much time into Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. Man, bruh, I put a lot of time into Midnight Club, bruh, and I only bought the game for $20. Like I went to GameStop and it was $20. Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. Man, I love that. Man, I love that game. That's probably my favorite racing game of all time. And I haven't played a lot of racing games. Like I say, you could tell I said Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit, and then I said Jet Moto. So you could tell I never was big on races like that. But Midnight Club changed it, man. Midnight Club because you could just drive all over the city. It wasn't one way to get to the checkpoints. You could go down different streets and you really could race through the city. So I like Midnight Club. GTA San Andreas is a strong candidate for favorite for me since I played the role play. Okay, for years before GTA. Yeah, so for me, Grand Theft Auto 4. That was that was the pinnacle of Grand Theft Auto for me. I thought San Andreas was the pinnacle, and I like San Andreas. I'm not saying nothing wrong about it. I like San Andreas, but GTA just kept getting better. So you got GTA 3 for me. I never played 1 and 2, but you got 3, right? Then you got Vice City, like oh shit. Then you got San Andreas. Oh, yeah. Then you go to 4, and I'm like, bro, like that was I spent the most time on 4. It's not my favorite so far. It's just so complex. Okay, gotcha. Bionic Commando beat the crap out of me. Yeah, Bionic Commando was tough, but it was a good game. You know what I'm saying? I spent a lot of time on that. Double Dragon, Comic Zone. Okay. Yeah, Reaper. My friend Nilton had that. My friend Nilton had that 32X. I didn't have it. I think the 32X was the expansion. Like you put it in like you would put you put it in the Genesis, then you put your game in the 32X. I think that's what it was that he had. If that's what I think that's what it was that he had. It depends on your criteria. A lot of the classics I refer to as okay. I agree with that, Jada. It's hard for some of those games when you, especially when you're looking at graphics. It's hard for some of those games to hold up to today's games. Some people won't even go back and play games because of the graphics. And I totally understand that. Back when that game was made, it was the pinnacle because that was as good as it got. Back when it was made. Today is just it don't hold up, and it's a lot of games don't hold up. Some do, but a lot of them don't. Gaming is better than it ever has been, except maybe when torrents were high. You could okay. 15 years. Midnight Club was fun. So was Burnout Takedown. Yeah, I remember Burnout. Burnout had a mode where you would just crash into stuff. You would just go fast and hit the ramp and just boom, just wipe. I think it's called wipeout. You just wipe out all kind of stuff. Yeah, that's how the 32X worked. You remember? Yeah, I didn't own that, bro. I did, but like I said, my homeboy, he was the guy that's like, yo, come over here, let me show you these Sega games. He had everything. Saturn. He was a Sega guy, so you know the I think I had a he had a CD, Sega CD. I think I went from Genesis to Dreamcast. I didn't get everything in between that. But I played all that. I played Saturn and all that. I didn't own it. I wanted a Sega CD and 32X so bad. Man, listen, where I was at, they couldn't keep them on the shelves. Like, they. I don't know if Nintendo just shipped more product, but Nintendo was always on the shelf and everybody had one. You would think that those would be the ones that were missing off the shelf. Sega, I don't think Sega shipped as much because they were never on the shelves like that. But I'm gonna leave that there. That's the answer to that question. What's your favorite game of all time? I can't choose. I can't choose. I'll just give you my favorite game right now, and right now that is Fallout 4. That's all I can do. That's the best I can do. Just be happy I chose your question. And like I say, a lot of people gave these questions. They was like anonymous. Don't say my name. Don't do this. Don't do that. Like only one question that I chose. My homeboy was like, yeah, it's cool. You can say my name. People just didn't want. They didn't want their name out there or whatever. Let's move on to the next question, though, y'all. Do you allow your kids to play video games? Yes. I advocate for my kids to play video games. I don't even like taking their video games from them because my parents didn't do that to me. So, yes, I allow my kids to. Do you allow your kids to play video games? Yes, I do, and I don't even really mess with them like that. Um, my son. I'm not talking about my kids in my house right now, but like 20 years ago, you know what I'm saying? My son, I let him start playing at 3 years old, just like me, and he still plays games today. My daughter started to play. She was playing Grand Theft Auto on Xbox. Like they play video games. So um, I ended up getting a Sega CD now. Okay, video games are good for the brain, at least in moderation. They build critical thinking skills and stuff. Yeah, that's been proven. That's been proven, Jada, that kids that play video games they have better comprehension skills and better decision making skills. But that's because you have so much of training of that in video games. You know, one of your kids had an Xbox. How you're anti Xbox? So that they had an Xbox, so that's what they play. They ain't touching my PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how that go. I I didn't say I was anti Xbox. I say I don't mess with Xbox. That's what I said, Reed. Come on, man. Don't put me out there like that. Don't put me out there like that, bro. Yeah, my son. His first console was a Xbox 360. That was his first console. And come on, Reed. Now listen. Now come on, man. Listen. Hold on, man. Hold on, man. Listen. Come on, man.
Man, did this dude just did this?
You put me on the spot, Reed. Come on, man. So listen. Let me explain. Let me explain. Let me explain. You are Captain Stomp. Okay, so hold on, man. Hold on, man. Hold on. Hold on, man.
Man, come on, man.
Hold on. Listen, let me explain. So there's some Xbox games that I wanted to play. So I had to have the consoles in my crib. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't own it. My son, that's for my son. But how else I was gonna get to play the games? You know, the original Xbox, my brother had it, so I'm playing the games. You know, I go to his house, play the game. Well, you know, then I was like, all right, I'm gonna get me one. I got one. You know what I'm saying? Kept it to my brother's house. I ain't mess with it like that. Then Christmas was coming around. My son was, you know, he can I play? Can I play? No, you can't play. I don't. I'm. That's just me. I don't like nobody touching my video game system. I'm on my laptop right now. I don't like nobody touching my laptop. That's just me, dog. I don't like nobody touching my stuff. I just feel like somebody gonna break it and they gonna be like, "Oops." No, ain't no oops. You gotta die now. No, we're not. Don't touch my stuff. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna get him a system. I'm gonna get him Xbox 360. That way we got both consoles in the house, and I can still dabble. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did, bro. That's good parenting, man. That's the critical thinking that we just talking about. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I've been playing games for a long time. I've been playing games almost 40 years, man. Come on, man. Almost 40 years. Come on, man. Come on, man. Only Xbox game I ever wanted and still kind of do want is still Battalion. You know what game I never played but I wanted to play on Xbox? I don't know the name of it, but I just know Bruce Lee on it. It's a Bruce Lee game. I don't know the name of it, but it's a Bruce Lee game. So that's the only original Xbox game, you know. I was like, damn, I want to play that game. It was a Bruce Lee game. You know, it's another game I played. It came out on Xbox first, but they ended up making a part two, and I think it went to it was a part two, and then it went to PlayStation. It was a game called The Condemned. Man, that game was good, man. The Condemned. So the second was called the Condemned Bloodshot. The Condemned 2 Bloodshot. I played that on PlayStation. Man, that game was good, man. Hold on, let me pull it up for y'all right quick on Google. Survival game. There's the game right here. The Condemned 2 Bloodshot. Man, look into that when y'all get a chance, man. That game was good, man. That game was, oh my gosh, that game was good, man. If I could get that custom controller for the Steel Tower, I'm sure I could emulate it on PC. Okay. That game is a legend. I bet the game and the control together are like a grand now on eBay. Whoa. That title is familiar. Wait, I think it was out on PC. Yeah, it's on PC too. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was on PC. PC, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3. Yes, sir. I'm looking at it right now. Yep. Yes, sir. You are correct, Reaper. Survival horror game for the PlayStation, for the Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Yep. Tell you, bro, that game, hey, bro, that game was that was a good game. I ain't gonna get into it, but that was a good game. But yeah, that answer that question. Do you allow your kids to play video games? Yes. When I was a kid, man, my parents never took my console. Like they never, you know, how kids get in trouble. Like, give me your controls. Like my parents never did that. So my parents told me I couldn't go outside. So I couldn't go outside, and y'all know how that is. Like if you old as me, you know how it is not being able to go outside. I couldn't go outside, and that just hurt, man. That hurt not being able to go outside. So I couldn't go outside. I never played it. I just covered it. Okay. Hey, I couldn't go outside. That hurt enough. But hey, you go in there and play your game all day. That you know. kind of make up for for lost time. But yeah, man. I do allow my kids to play video games. Um, I monitor what they play a little bit. I don't want them playing anything crazy. I don't want them. I don't want them playing anything inappropriate or being. And it's hard to keep up with that because I didn't heard they got inappropriate stuff on Roblox. I never looked into it, but I've heard. So whatever. I lost access to TV games a few times as a kid. That hit hard as a kid. Hey, I don't know, man. Like if my parents told me I couldn't play a game, I didn't really trip like that. As long as I go outside, but when they said I couldn't go outside, I was like, damn. All right, I'll play the game. I'll be all right. But it's tough, man. When your friends come, can D come outside? I don't know, baby. He punished. Oh, man, why she told him that? She told him I was asleep. I'm taking a nap or something. Then you go to school. Oh man, you stay punished. Why you punished all the time? And I'm thinking like they parents ain't punishing them. Like y'all don't get punished. Y'all don't get whipping. Like what's going on here, man? What's going on here? What kind of household I'm living in? Okay, this is next question. Have you ever given up on a dream? Great question. Have you ever given up on a dream? I can't I can't I can't say that I ever gave up on a dream. What I can say is a lot of my dreams passed me by. I can say that. I can't say that I gave up on a dream. Like I give up. I can't do this. But a lot of my dreams passed me by. I thought one day I would play in the NFL. I tore my knee up, and I was like, well, I guess that's it. I can't play football no more. And people's like, well, you can still go to college. You can walk on, and pass me by. I remember when I thought about becoming a professional boxer, and I was like, I told my dad, I was like, Dad, I'm think I'm gonna make a run for boxing. I want you to train me. He didn't want to train me. He's like, nah, you can't do that. You ain't got the time for that. What you talking about? I ain't got the time. You ain't got the time, man. And boxers, they go and they train and they got all day to do that, and they can work out 4 to 8 hours a day. You got to go to work for 4 hours, 4 to 8 hours a day. You don't have the time. I was like, damn. Like, it's not that I thought about it and like, yeah, he right. I felt like, damn, why you don't want to train me? Like, you taught me how to box. Why don't you invest some more time into me? And as I got older, I asked my dad this. I think I maybe was like 25 when I asked my dad that. As I got older, I think I kind of translated that to myself as he didn't have the time. He didn't want to help me. And that's not his fault that what I'm saying, that I let that pass me by. It's my fault. So don't take that. I'm not blaming him. That's my fault. I let that pass me by. But I don't think I ever gave up on a dream. If anything, I still dream about becoming a millionaire. I'm gonna be a multimillionaire. I don't know how. I don't know when. I don't know. I've made millions of dollars in truck driving. So I know that I can get access to it some kind of way. That's a dream of mine. I'm not gonna give up on. I don't think I've ever given up on a dream. So yeah, I've had a lot of dreams pass me by, but I've never given up on a dream. I don't think anybody should give up on their dreams. It's over when you say it's over. It's never over until you say it. If you decide to quit, then it's over. But it don't matter who supports you, who helps you, or whatever. It's always on you. Remember that. It's always on you. It's only over when you say it's over. The Piccsta said that. Oh, XRP facts. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I lost access to TV. And this was the era of CRT TVs when you could get caught. That thing would be hot as fuck if you played it that long. Oh man, is that cup big enough? It is. It is. Yeah, it is. For me, it is, dog. Yeah, yeah. It's like 60 ounce, 60 ounces. It's big enough. It's big enough. Mm. I gotta put two more beers in there. Reaper gifted a tier one, so I appreciate that, Reap. Appreciate that gifted, my brother. You ain't gotta do it, but I love the fact that you do it. I appreciate the fact that you do it. Shout out. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for supporting me, man, all these years, man. Thank you so much, my brother. I see the dang on. I need to turn. I need to get some more alcohol, and I need to close this damn blind because it's messing up my. The sun's starting to come down, I guess. But hey, what's the score, y'all? What's the score in the Buffalo game? I'll be right back. I'm gonna fill up my cup. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let y'all see me fill it up, so y'all know I ain't lying that it's 60 ounces. But what's the score on that Buffalo game, man? Somebody give it to me while I go run and get these beers. All right, all right, all right. Thank y'all for being patient. Thank y'all for still being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. 21-14 Buff. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Stop the cap.
Talk about they was gonna beat us. Let's go.
Son of a bitch must pay.
Let's go, baby. Let's see. Hold on. What y'all got going on here? Isn't the game still going on? Don't celebrate too. Man, forget that, man. Forget that. Nah. Right now,
He's pulling his cock out.
that's what I'm doing right now. Forget the Lions. All right, so here we go. This is a 24, 25? Is it 24? 25. This is 25 miles. It's 25. It's 25. 25.
Real bad man.
Listen. We shouldn't have lost. We shouldn't have lost last week, bro. Who we played? Who we played? And we lost. Like, it can't be dropping games like that, man. Buffalo got to tighten up. This is the second one. This is the second one. Then Ninja Man alert. Yo, I'm gonna play all my alerts. I'm gonna play all my alerts for y'all. So, my favorite alert, I be in Reaper stream, right? And my favorite alert is his goddamn alert, Samuel L. Jackson. And I said, man, I want that alert. I'm gonna put that alert on my soundboard. That's two of these, and y'all probably can't see it. The foam is up top. You see it? I still got some space, so it may be. I think it's 60. Let me let the foam go down a little bit. I think it's 60 ounces. I think that's 60 ounces. But yeah, Reaper no. That's my favorite alert on his stream, is the goddamn, right. So this I was like, I'm about to put that on my. I don't even know where that come from, right. That man making Jamaicans look bad when it comes to baby mamas. He said 23 baby mama. 22 baby mama, 23 children. Anyway. He makes Nick Cannon look like an amateur. That's probably 60 if that was 225. Yeah, I think it's 60. So you probably can't see it. I don't want to move my camera. But yeah, it's probably 60 because it's like an inch to the top. So this is me sipping it right. That's full. This is me sipping it right now. So it's probably 60. Probably 60 on the my favorite cup, man. My favorite cup. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. So it's a it's a sound bite that I'm gonna put on my stream deck of Samuel L. Jackson. It's on a G Unit mixtape. Y'all just gonna hear it when I upload it, right? Don't be clipping that. Don't be clipping that. So y'all just gonna hear it when when I upload it. But one day I was like, I'm gonna use that Samuel L. Jackson goddamn that Reaper got in his sounds in his chat. But then after a while I was like, nah, I don't want to copy. I don't want to do that. But I wanted it so bad because that's the only soundbite I use when I go to Reaper stream. So one day I was watching a YouTube video. I was watching a video, and I watch these videos, right, where these like, I don't know if you ever watched them, where it shows you like a whole movie in like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or like, you know what I'm saying, 15 minutes, a whole movie. So I was watching this YouTube video of this movie, right, and it was a movie. I can't remember the name of the movie, but it was like a plot twist. It was like a plot twist in the movie, and in the plot twist of the movie, the dude was explaining how this dude was the father of his. He was the father of his wife, his sister, her sister, and their child. Like he was the father of all these women and they didn't know. They didn't even know. Hold on. Man, used it if you want. Not like it was my voice. Yeah, I know, but I heard this one, okay? So I heard this one. So the dude, like it's like the dude, he narrate these movies, right? He narrate these movies and he was talking about like, so he was telling the plot twist, and at the end of the plot twist, he said, God damn. But the way he said it, so I'm driving, right? And I'm listening to this. I'm listening to this. And the way he said it, bro, it just, I lost it, bro. So this is the sound bite that I use for goddamn, and I love it. It's mine. I'm using it. I love it. So this is it right here.
God
Damn!
So when I heard that, I was like, yo, hold on, man. Let me get that. So I cut it. Like I loaded it up and I done the little MP3 cut and everything. I love that one.
God
Damn!
So I say that's me. I'm gonna use that one. But I love the one in Reaper chat. I love that. I play it like 5 times a chat. I love it, bro. But yeah, this is all my sounds, bro. I only got 2 pages of sounds. I'm gonna get rid of some of them. Some of them I don't even use.
You are watching a master at work.
This is the unit, bitch.
That was from 50 Cent mixtape.
This is the unit, bitch.
That was a good ass mixtape too.
Man, come on, man.
That's Scarface. That's Manny talking to Tony after he slapped his sister in the bathroom.
Man, come on, man.
I play that sometimes when I redeploy on Resurgence. That's for real.
Real bad man.
I don't know why I got that. I might
Stupid motherfucker.
I actually put that for somebody that I was gaming with, and they pissed me off so bad I stopped playing with them, so I can't use it now.
Stupid motherfucker.
This is John Starks. This is his reaction to when Reggie Miller hit them 2 back-to-back threes that eliminated him from the playoffs.
Man, did this dude just did this? Man, did this dude just did this?
Whatever. So of course y'all know this one.
Stop the cap.
I barely use that. That's the rewind. That's the cheer. I think that's Minecraft. I don't know. I think it's Minecraft, but I hear this. There's a guy that makes YouTube videos, and he always uses this sound. So I think it's Minecraft though. I think it comes from Minecraft. I had it for so long I don't remember where it come from. But this dude named Niles, Nestle Niles, whatever. He makes some funny videos, bro. Excuse me, that dude makes some funny videos, but he'll be talking in a video and then like somebody will say something crazy to him and he'll do that after they say something. Like he'll be like, "Why your back so big?" And it's just, I was like, it just throw his videos to a whole nother dimension. I like that. So y'all know about this. This is
where them haters at, where them haters at, where them haters at, where them haters at, man.
that's my down south. Y'all don't know nothing about that. This is Darth Vader.
Impressive.
This is when somebody being fugazi. This is if you know, you know. I'm not gonna go into it. But if you know, Warrior, I know you know. Not saying you know, but you know where it come from. You know it's right. You know where it come from. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Somebody, I'll just leave it at that. I'm not gonna get into that. But if you know, you know. What up, Juice? No explanation needed.
PlayStation.
No explanation needed.
Gotcha, bitch.
Y'all know, no explanation needed.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody.
I'm gonna take that off. I'm probably gonna take that off. I don't want Triple H in my inbox trying to sue me. But I used to use that for my like somebody give me a gifted sub, but I changed it. I changed like some of my sounds, but that's on my other overlays too. So you know. No explanation needed.
Son of a bitch must pay.
That's from my favorite movie of all times. Now, that's something we could talk about. I could do favorite movies, right? My favorite movie of all time is Big Trouble in Little China. Hands down, I'm a big Kung Fu fan. I love old school Kung Fu movies. I love Jackie Chan. Jackie Chan, my favorite actor of Kung Fu movies. Yes, Jackie Chan over Bruce Lee. Yes. We not, don't at me. We ain't talking about it. That's, but Big Trouble in Little China is my favorite movie of all time. That's when they tried to hit Kurt Russell with the car, and he got up and he was like,
Son of a bitch must pay.
It was on. After that, it was on. Got Big Trouble in Little China on Blu-ray. Man, I got it on everything, bro. I got that movie on everything, dog. That's that movie, bro. Imagine this. That movie came out, what, 1986, 87? And I remember we rented it from the video store. We rented it. And I watched that movie for the first time with my uncle and my cousins. And we sat there and watched it. They seen it before. I hadn't seen it. And I watched that movie blew my mind. Like, I was like, that movie changed me. Like, it was so amazing to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's my favorite movie of all time. Now, you ask me a question like that, and I got a lot of movies I could tell you about that I like. Everybody that know me knows that that's my favorite movie. Hey, if we ever go on a game show and they ask what's my favorite movie of all time, it's $1 million question. We get $1 million if you answer that question. If you get it wrong, I'll kill you myself. We're not friends no more. We done. You gotta get that right. Just use some of my profits in Dogecoin to buy myself a digital tablet to start drawing and create. Okay. No explanation.
He's pulling his cock out.
No explanation. If you want an explanation for this, I got two of them. I got two sounds.
Cheeks.
If you want an explanation, I give it to you, but just cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
God.
Damn.
That's my soundboard. That's all my sound right there. If you want an explanation, I give you an explanation, but that's...
Cheeks.
All right, let's move on. We got more questions, man. We got more questions to ask. I'm having too much fun right now. Let's go to the next question, man. Okay, so this is kind of a long question, kind of a explanation. It says how do you handle streaming with inconsistent support? Like 20 viewers one show and 2 views the next. How do you keep going? Where's the motivation come from? That's a good question. And I figure that anybody watching that broadcast or does this may want to talk about that or want to say their piece or whatever. Also, I'm probably going to do a show totally based on this question. But my answer to that, these are great. What you talking about, the sounds?
Sheesh.
Or are you talking about the questions? Which one you talking about?
God damn.
You talking about the questions, or you talking about the sound? Which one you talking about, Juice? I just gotta do that every time. I might put that as my avatar on Twitch. These are great. Which one is the questions or the? There's some good questions. Like I said, I had a lot of questions, but I just chose the ones that I felt like would make a great podcast episode, would make great talking points. The sound, the sound, yeah. I got a few that I want to put on here, so I gotta decide what I'm gonna pull off and replace. Yeah, I gotta decide. I might pull these off because I don't use them.
PlayStation.
As much as I love PlayStation, I don't use it like that. But questions also okay. With the sounds. Thank you so much. So one more time, how do you handle streaming with inconsistent support? Like 20 views one show and 2 views the next. How do you keep going? Where's the motivation come from? If y'all don't mind, tell me how many viewers I got right now. Cause I'm looking at my screen and it's just the OBS screen, and I'm trying to keep eye contact with my camera as much as I can, but it don't say. I don't have nothing right here that shows how many views I got. 7 views. I don't deal with inconsistent support. I do what I do. I do my show, whether it's 7 people or 70 people. I never had 70 people, but these 7 people are important to me. These 7 people decided to click on my name out of all the names on their list. They decided to click on my name and say, I'm going to give you time. I'm going to let you entertain me. I want to see what you're doing, what you're talking about, what's going on in your life, in your life today. So I don't deal with inconsistent. So I don't never really know who's like how many people. I don't never look at it. Right? I just don't. Like sometimes people will text me, be like, yo, you got 18 people. Okay, cool. I'm not saying like, I'm be like, oh shit, I got 18 people, but it don't matter. 8 people are 18. 1 or 10. Even if nobody's talking, I still got a show to put on. I still got a job to do. And like I said, I chose this question because this is something that I'm probably going to do a whole episode on later. I do this because I love it. I really love broadcasting. I really love, like right now I'm talking. I love to talk. Everybody that know me know that. I love to talk. Sometimes I ramble. But even when I'm playing my game, I love talking while playing my game. I love broadcasting. If I got one person just the whole time, I'm going to entertain that one person. I'm going to treat that one person like it's 100 people. Because think about it this way. If you had 5,000 people in your stream and the chat just rolling, how can you talk to all those people? You can't. You can only see some questions. You can only answer some questions if you do any at all. So you have a show to put on. You have to keep those 5,000 people entertained. You have to just keep going and keep doing what you do. And they either going to like it or they're not. So I don't personally deal with inconsistent streams. I don't know what's a consistent number. I don't know. I don't never look at my analytics to say, oh, I'm averaging 6.9 viewers or whatever. I don't know. I don't exactly facts. I'm just saying, Warrior, like I love you always come through, my brother. Reaper always here. Juice is consistently coming through, but if ever I fire up the stream and y'all not here, it's not personal and it's not gonna sour my day and it's not gonna be like, oh man, Warrior not here. Or like I got a show to put on for whoever comes through. I got a show to put on. And a lot of people that don't broadcast don't even really realize that it's hard, bro, to push that live button. It's your nerves be real bad. Some people be nervous about pushing that live button. I be nervous about pushing it. I don't want to be sweating or tripping over my words or I never really worry about how I look in the camera. I'm me. It is what it. You gonna get what you get. And after a while, you kind of just like, okay, I gotta do what I gotta do. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. If you let your fears stop you, this ain't for you. This ain't something you should be doing. Don't put yourself in that predicament. You gotta get over that. You gotta be able to say, hey, if they like me, okay. But if they don't like me, I'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to say that. You gotta be able to say, I'll be okay whether they like it or not, because it's for me. If when you find yourself doing things in life for you, then you gotta only please you. You only gotta satisfy you. If you got a list of people you think you gotta satisfy, you're not gonna do it. You're not gonna please everybody. So put yourself first, please yourself, set goals for yourself, and that way you'll do your best. Your best and someone else's expectation of you is totally different. So don't put yourself in that predicament. So, today I got 7. Tomorrow I might have 70. Tomorrow I might have 20. It just depends. I don't let that define me as a broadcaster. So, and this is my girl too. We cool. I be asking her sometimes, why you don't, you got a good personality. Why you don't stream? Why you don't broadcast more? Oh man, nobody want to watch me. Nobody. Well, if that's how you feel, then you're right. But try. Put yourself out there. Be vulnerable a little bit and see what comes to you after that. You can only tell people certain things. You can't, you can only tell people certain things. So, either they say you lead the horse to water. That's all you can do, man. That's all you can do. But yeah, I don't deal with inconsistencies like that. I do my best. I do my best, and I'm trying to please myself. I'm trying to be better than I was before. Every time I fire up this, like I'm putting on a show right now. This is my first podcast episode. The next one, I'm trying to be better than this one. That's it. I'm not gonna say I don't care who comes through or not, because I do. I appreciate everybody. Like I say, everybody that came through, or everybody said hello, Queen, Jada, Kinston. But I don't expect people to sit here and watch an hour show or a 2-hour show or like whatever, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like, listen, I don't deal with that. I don't deal with that. I deal with me being better than who I was the day before or the stream before or whatever. Hold on, y'all. Some people texting me. People are texting me. I'm a pretty big deal, Not trying to brag, but I'm a pretty big deal. It's me. It's the Piccsta, man. Hey, bada boom, bada bang, bada bang, bada whatever. Next question. How do you handle failure? What are your goals? Oh no, how do you handle failure? I don't want to be cliche, but I don't fail. Everything is a lesson. Everything is a let. Bruce Lee got a quote where he said, defeat is only defeat if you accept it as defeat. It's only defeat if you accept it. If you don't accept it, then it's not defeat. So everything you go through, if it don't go out the way you expected it to, or you don't come out on top, it's just a lesson. You know how to face it the next time. So I learn a lot, man. I don't look at anything as a failure. As long as I see it through to the end, I won. You don't have control over the ending of anything, you know. So as long as you see it through to the end and don't quit, you won. There's no failures. You can come up short. You can not get the result that you prayed for, hoped for, or expected. But as long as you went all the way through, there's no failure. That's my answer to that question. That's how I look at it. Okay. What are your goals in streaming? I don't have any goals in streaming. I love what I do. And I don't like to say streaming. I like to say broadcasting. I don't like, this is a broadcast. You know, you can look at it as streaming. People say streaming, whatever. I don't have any goals in broadcasting. I do this because I love it. A lot of people say that. I know how that goes, and people say that all the time. And then you have the other side of people say, like, you don't want to get paid, you don't want to be famous, you don't want to be rich. Yeah, but I'm not betting on this to get me there. It's so saturated, man. Broadcasting is so saturated. And I feel like a lot of people got to be, it's hard to be yourself and be successful in broadcasting because it's entertainment. I'm entertaining my people here now by just being myself. That could be the reason why I got however many views I got, or it could be that I'm not entertaining. What I won't do is be somebody I'm not to get a bigger response or get a bigger audience, or I'm not going to do that. You can't sustain that. You can't sustain sustain pretending. You can't sustain being extra. You can't sustain being funny and you're really not a comedian. You can't sustain all of the things that most people say it takes to be successful. You can't sustain that if it's not really who you are. You have to be genuine. You have to be who you really are. You have to show people that, and either they're going to rock with it or they ain't. And you're going to get the response you get. You're going to get the views you get. You're going to get the money you get. You're going to get the recognition you get. That's my answer to that. I can't put it any other way. You know, if I got to dance for you, I'm sorry, I'm not dancing for you. If I got to laugh a certain way for you, I'm not laughing a certain way for you. If I got to do some stuff that I'm not comfortable with, that I know to my core is not me, just to get a certain amount of money or a contract or anything, I don't want it. I don't want it. Because I'm me, I know I'm me, and nobody else is me. There's a lot of people out there cutting up and being extra and doing all these things, and you can see it all over broadcasting, all over TikTok, all over YouTube, all over this app, all over Kick. Why I want to go do that when there's nobody out there like me? I want to be me. I'm the best at it. So I don't really have goals. I do this because I love it. And it's going to be raw. It's going to be uncut. I'm going to be me. That's all I can do. I don't want to be anybody else. I don't envy anybody else. Anybody else that's doing anything and they having success, more power to them. But I got to do me. I got to do what I do. Let's see. Ooh. Down to the last few questions, y'all. Do you think that you have the right team around you? I do. I do think that I have the right team around me. But I chose this question because I wanted to make a point about having the right people around you, or having the right team around you, or whatever you want to chalk it up as. You're not going to be successful based on the team you have around you. You have to be you're the product. You're the product. You have to entertain. You have to create something that people want to see. There's people that can help you with that. There's people that can get around you and help you with that. You can make it to your goals faster with the right people around you. They can definitely help. But at the end of the day, if you don't have that, would you feel like, well, I can't be successful without help or without the right people? I don't believe that. I believe that you can still make it. You can still get to where you want to get to and be what you want to be if you are taking yourself seriously as the product, as the main piece of the puzzle. That's my take on that. That's how I feel about that. I love all my support. I love all my family, all the people that I'm associated with. I love all of the families that I'm a part of, all of the orgs and everything, and the people who know me and the people that support. I love it. Thank you so much. Trust me. My YouTube got to where it got to because of the people around me. But even if I didn't have those people, it just would have been. Took a little longer. That's all. It would have took a little. I never felt like there was something that I could not do. Anything you want to do is attainable, but you gotta want to do it, and you gotta know that, hey, whether people is with me or against me, I'm gonna get there. Once you fix your mind like that, you got it. Trust me, you got it. So yeah, I think I got the right people around me, but I don't think that matters in success. You're gonna get there. The right people will get you there faster, but if you don't have the support, you're still gonna get there. If you want it. Last question. This is from my homeboy BJ. Bruce. He do not like you saying his name, Bruce. He hates that. I don't know why. Determination is key. You're right, Reek. You're right. And this is the only person out of all the questions was someone, like I say, someone was repetitive and but out of all the questions I chose, this is the only person that say, yeah, you can say my name. My homeboy Bruce, man. BJ. He love BJ. Call me BJ. If you call him Bruce, you got to see him. He gonna call out your hands. I don't know what it is about that. I don't get it. But that's my brother, man. I love him to death, man. BJ, he asked me. He said, how do you balance family life, work, and gaming? Great question, my brother. And I'm gonna start off by saying it's not easy. It was way harder when I was on the road. Reaper, you in here right now, so you know about the time that I fell asleep while streaming, and y'all clipped. I had like 20 clips of people caught me snoring on my stream. I was knocked out. That's not the first time, not the last time I've done it recently. It's just people, if you're going to broadcast, you got to understand this ain't easy. If you have a family, if you have a job, full-time job, this is not easy. This is not easy, but you have to, sometimes you got to push yourself. If you really want to do this, sometimes you got to push yourself. Man, we was trying everything to wake you up. No, y'all wasn't. Y'all was clipping the hell out of that. Y'all was just clipping that. Y'all didn't care about me getting up. Stop the cap. Y'all didn't care about me getting up. I don't believe it. I had to delete half of them clips, man. I left some of them up, but I had to delete half. They had 20-something clips. I'm like, dang, so I had 20 views? Because when I fell asleep, I had like 3. What happened?
God damn.
I had 3 views, man. I sent a bunch of
Man, did this dude just did this?
I'm learning something today. So you called the hounds. You made Okay. Let me see. Okay.
Man, come on, man.
Why'd you do that, Reaper? Why'd you do that? Everybody you called, I called everyone who might have your number at the time. Everybody you called, clip that. Everybody you called, clip that. They didn't care about me getting up. I didn't have a direct link at the time. Oh man. Hey, bro, I love you. I love you, man. You my brother. I love you. Life is about living, learning, growing, and forgiving. I forgive you, bro. I forgive you. I don't even hold it against you, bro. I don't even hold it against you, bro. I love you, man. I love you. Your heart was in the right place. Your heart was in the right place, man. Your heart was in the right place, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, my brother. Now I got the link. I'll call you now. Reaper, you a mod. You a mod. You could ray it out. You could ray it out. I can't in the stream though. Hey, bro. That's just like a brother, huh? Blame everybody but himself. I was the one fell asleep. I'm the one tired. It's not even Reaper's fault. Yo. It's all good, my brother. It's all good. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. But like I said, man, it's hard. It's hard to, I guess if you work part-time, right? And I guess if your family is always at the house, it may make it a little easier. My family's going.
It's on again. 'Cause we ain't broke no more. No more. We ain't broke no more. Hey.
Appreciate that quarter up, Reap. I thought I had turned all that off. Why is that not off? That's crazy. I knew I was doing a podcast. I thought I turned it off, but hey, like I say, this is how you going. It's going. Everything is live. Ain't no editing. None of that. It's all going. This is what's going to make my show a good show. You ain't cleaning nothing up. Everything is live. Everything is good to go. I appreciate you, Reap. I appreciate you, my brother. But yeah, like I didn't know they were gonna be gone today, but I just made it clear. I was like, you know what? I'm doing the podcast Sunday, 1:00. I'm doing my thing. I want to do it. I'm gonna do it, and that was that. It's difficult, man. It's difficult because I tried streaming a little bit when I was like 10 years ago. Like I tried, bro. I tried to, like I had my YouTube channel. I had my YouTube channel since like 2012, 2011, 2012. I had my YouTube channel for a long time. And I tried to just post clips on there and stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? I want to live stream. But it was hard, man, because of the job I worked and then the time I spent with my kids. So it was real tough. Now it's the same thing. I have to find time to do what I do. So a lot of times, like right now I'm downstairs. I'm in the office. And this is where my laptop is at. And this is where I stream. And this is where I use my camera and everything. A lot of other times I stream, I'm upstairs in my room with my PlayStation. So I want to start using this more. Like I say, my laptop was tripping for a minute. I had to take it loose and clean it and do all kind of stuff. And I want to do more. But I have to I have to find the time. And it's hard sometimes. It's not easy to find the time to stream when you have wife, fiance, kids, like, cause me, I'm the type of person where I know I got stuff I want to do. Excuse me, I know I got stuff I want to do. So I feel like, okay, let me go get with my woman first. Make sure she get the time she need. Let me go take these kids to the park. Make sure they get the time they need. Then I come sit down and I do my thing. But when you throw the work factor in it, and you have to throw it in there because everybody, pretty much 99% of people got a job and they work. That's a different aspect of it. I used to be on the road, streaming from the road, and I'm telling you, if I drove 500 to 700 miles a day, at the end of the day, I wanted to play a game, but I didn't want to get in front of the camera, or I didn't want to broadcast. I didn't even want people hearing my voice. I was too tired. I was too worn out. So it just depends. You have to be ready, and you have to make time. There's times where I'm like, okay, I gotta wait till everyone's sleep. Then I gotta try to put 2 hours in. it's tough. It's not easy, but the way I try to balance family time, work, and broadcasting is I try to square away the things that matter the most first. I try to square away my fiance first. I try to square away my kids, and then I go to the broadcasting. So it's difficult. It's not easy, but it is doable. You can get it done. Man, how long we been on? I don't even know how long we've been on. Thank y'all for being here, man. Thank y'all for attending the first podcast. We went left, we went right. We done so much stuff. I'm happy with it. I gotta go try to see if I can catch the end of this game. Is the game still on? What's the score, y'all? What's the score? Whoa. Ain't no way. Ain't no. Oh my gosh. Oh, them boys beat Miami. Thank you. City John, thank you. Thank you. Like I say, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Buffalo seem to be winning right now. Thank y'all so much for coming through, participating, man, asking questions, man, putting y'all input in, man. We kind of went down that retro lane. I try not to do that, but we're gonna have times where we can talk about that. I love doing it, and I really like when Reaper in here with it because he know his stuff, and it's just always a good time, man. I love all y'all. I appreciate the support system. Make sure y'all check out my YouTube. Oh shit! It didn't even type in there. Yo, I'm tripping right now. Make sure y'all check out my YouTube, man, because this is where this episode, I'm going to upload it on my YouTube. This VOD is going on YouTube, right? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm going to download that as soon as it's available and put it on the YouTube channel. Now, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all. We're going to do another episode. I don't know how I'm going to schedule it. But yeah. I'm gonna try to plan to do one next Sunday. I would love to have a guest. I would love for that guest to be my son. We'll see how it goes. I asked him about this a couple of years ago and he was like, I don't know. I'll see how he feels right now. I think he was like that because he didn't want his face online, but I could just do his voice if he can get up in Discord. I could just do his voice. So we'll see. But I want to have guests on the show, and I want to interview all kinds of people. I want to hear your story, your background, why you do what you do, why you don't do something anymore. I want to hear everything, and I want to give people just a chance, man, to be heard. I want to give people the platform to be able to say, this is who I am. I'm in the broadcasting space too. I'm important too, and I love talking to people, and that's how I meet people. That's how I get to know people, and that's what we're gonna do, man. Trust me, it's on now. This is what it. I've done this. I said I was gonna do this, and I've put it to the back too long, man. Too long. But we here now. We're gonna get it done. I appreciate everybody. Thank you, Jada, Queen Miles, Kingston Killer, man, Reaper, City John. Man, so many people came through today, man. Juice, Warrior, Retro Recap, man. So many people came through, man. I love y'all, man. Thank y'all, man. Y'all don't know how much that means to me, man. You know, I don't know if y'all just seen me live and came through, or if y'all seen the tweet or whatever, but however I appreciate you, man. Because I know, trust me, I got to make the same decision that y'all made today. When I click on Twitch and I see all these people's names, I got to go and try to hit up all my friends and say, hey, what's up? How you doing? Like, yeah. So I appreciate y'all coming through for me, man. Let's see. Should we raid out? I think we could raid out. Let me see who's on. Who's on? Plague. 67 months. That's my longest subscriber right there. Pause. That's my longest tenured subscriber right there. 67 months. What up, Plague? Yeah, I don't know. He might be the longest. Who knows? I don't know.
Man, did this dude just did this?
I don't know. He could be. That's my brother, though. You know it. What's up, brother? What's up, my brother? How you feeling, man? How you feeling? Just watching Buffalo slap around Detroit. Man. Hey, bro, so many people. What's this quarter? What quarter we in? So many people say we was gonna get whipped. I mean, we probably still could. Like, I ain't trying. I think third. Yeah, but hey, I really, this is our year, man. I really believe that this is our year. I believe it. I appreciate you, Plague. Josh Allen is underrated. You know how it is, man. He turned the ball over some time playing hero ball, so that's how people hold him to that standard. But he's a great player, man. He's a great player. I see y'all got y'all guy, and Sam Darnold rejuvenated his career. Millie, hey now, happy Sunday. What's up, Millie? Millie up in here. Didn't Goff throw 5 picks in one game recently? I'm not sure. I don't keep up with Detroit like that. I only got David Montgomery in a couple of my fantasy leagues, and I got St. Brown in a league I'm in the playoffs in right now. So I got Goff in like I got him in a like a Yahoo league, but I got CJ Stroud too, so I've been rolling with Stroud. But I mean, hey, Detroit's good. They're real good. But I know y'all got Darnold. I would keep I know y'all drafted that kid from Michigan that got hurt, but I would pay Darnold. I would give him like a 3-year. I would give him like a 3-year contract. Let that kid sit behind Darnold for 3 years. Darnold, you gotta win now. With the talent you got now, y'all gotta win now. Y'all got a great running back. Y'all got a sturdy defense. Y'all got Jettas. And Darnold pulling all that together. I would pay him. I would give him a 3-year contract. That way you don't want to give him a 5 or 6 and have this kid sitting there for that long. But 3 years is cool. Aaron Rodgers set for what, 3-4 years. Love set for 2 years. Look at that. Like I will pay Darnold. That's really good for y'all. What's up with you, Millie? How you feeling? Donald is perfect example of how a coaching staff is crucial to the success of young players. Exactly. I agree with that. We won't be able to pay him what he's gonna get offered. You never know, man. You never know. He might take something from y'all. He might be like, okay, tell him, hey man, we want to pay you this. We want you to mentor this kid, and hey, we might win a ship. Because Donald, let's be honest. If they really if they really wanted to be serious, they could tell Donald, you might just be in the right system, bro. You sure you want to go test the market and you go out there and bomb yourself? You're in the right system. We got everything you need to be successful here. But somebody might pay you 80 mil, 100 mil. Somebody might pay you that. But do they have what we got? Do they got the defense we got? You gotta remember they was 5-0 before they ran into the Lions. They was the best team in the league before they ran into the Lions, and that's just that game really came down to who had the ball last. So, but it's business. It's business. We know how it is. I do agree, though. I think Don would be a good fit here. I guess one would have to look at when he's a QB and where to pay. Yeah, somebody gonna pay him, and then in 2 years they gonna cut him because he ain't gonna. You in the perfect system, bro. You're in the perfect system, like. Because let's be honest, Donald is what he is. He wasn't in the right system, but he's in the right system. The Vikings have always had that. The Vikings have always had a system of since the Purple People Eaters. They've always had a great defense, sturdy defense, good running game, good passing game. Didn't matter who the quarterback was. And then you go to recent history. Look at the quarterbacks: Randall Cunningham, Dante Culpepper. They all did good. They all did good. Good defense, good running game, good receivers. Now, lately, they've been having elite receivers. You went from Chris Carter to Randy Moss to damn Jettis. Even when they had Sidney Rice, remember Sidney Rice? The Vikings have always had that structure of a team to where it don't matter who the quarterback is. The system is quarterback friendly. So if I was Sam, I would say, hey man, I'm not breaking the bank. Give me 50. Give me 50, and I'll lead this team the best way I can and mentor this kid. He's gonna go somewhere. He's gonna get paid, but he's gonna go somewhere. He's not gonna even get his whole contract. He's gonna get cut. I'm telling you. I know this is what's gonna happen to him. Me myself, I'd find it hard to want to leave those offensive weapons. I'm trying to tell you, I would. But most people don't care about winning. It's a business. They want the money. And the owners have made it like that. The owners have made it to that. So you can't blame him. Unless he goes back to San Fran. They don't want him. Shanahan don't want him. They're not going to pay him and Purdy. It's not happening. He ain't going back to San Fran. He needs to stay where he at. If he stay and accept whatever they give him, he gonna be the starter. They're not gonna put that rookie. Well, he's not gonna be a rookie next season, but he gonna be the guy. He better stay. He better take a look at Jameis Winston. He better take a look at what's the quarterback in Tampa name? I forgot his name now. I'm looking at his face right now in my mind. What's his name? What is Baker Mayfield? He better take a look at them dude. Stop trying to go chase money. A lot of people say you was dead in the water. A lot of people say your career was over. It don't look like your career over, but you in the right spot. Work with them people. Take the money. Take the money they got for you, man. Make it work. That was a Case Keenum. Put us through an epic ride. Then went, I think, to Washington. I think Case went to Houston. Case came from Houston. Case Keenum he came from Houston, I think. Yeah, I think you're right. I think he went to Washington. I I wouldn't be surprised to see Purdy go on it. I'm telling you, Shanahan don't give quarterback. Look what he did to Trey Lance. He don't give him no time. He don't give him no time. Mayfield, yeah. If nothing more, at least here the Vikings. I'm saying, man, bro, you're not hurting for money. You're not hurting for money. I get it. You can't pass up 80 mil, 100. I get it. But bro, just think if you stay with this team. Think if y'all go compete. Just think if you pull them to the Super Bowl. Just think if you take the 3-year deal, at least get them there. They may give you more, or you may be able to go get the bag after you win it. He's still young. Sam Darnold's still young. He's not even 30. Like, bro. But, hey, what can we tell people? We can't tell people anything. We ain't getting offered the million, so we just talking. Actually, I think you are right. I think he went to Houston too. But he did play at Washington. He did. I don't know what the chronological timeline is, but he did play at Washington and Houston. Sometimes, man. Sometimes you gotta play the situation, not the money, man. The money, you go to get that money, it don't even last long. Look at Deshaun Watson. When got all that money, that's not the system for him. It's not. He not a risk taker. Why you think Jameis Winston doing better in that offense? He's a risk taker. He's not afraid to throw the ball. Deshaun Watson too conservative. That's not the system for him. Deshaun Watson would have done better in New England. He'd have done a lot better in New England. He could have played conservative in New England. I digress. I don't know nothing about football. I don't know nothing. Well, look at Atlanta. Paid Kirk $180 million, and he is not doing great because it's not a system for him. It's not. Atlanta struggles with running the ball. They struggle with keeping receivers healthy, and their defense is up and down per year. He was with a sturdy organization, but he couldn't get over the hump. Everything was good with Minnesota but him. So that had to end. It had to end. But now he's somewhere where he got to perform and he can't. They already talk. People already saying why they don't put Penix in. Why they don't try Penix. Like, we are college GMs. Hey, I'm a coach. I coach football now. Hey, I coach football, so just a little, I coach football now. But you're right. I don't coach pro football. I coach kids, so I don't, It's more to it. There's more to it than that, man. Hey, Millie, I appreciate you coming through. Plague, I appreciate you coming through. We at the end of the stream. I was actually looking for somebody to raid out to. So, I was actually looking for somebody to raid out to. Because this is my first official podcast episode. It was great. It was a success. And, I'm about to go play some games. After I upload this to my YouTube channel, I'm going to go play me some games. Absolutely. Good to see you. Your face. My face. Kinston came here earlier and said I was glowing. He said I looked well moisturized. My teeth was white. I'm so happy. That just make my day. Future coach of the Buffalo Bills right here, folks, man. I'm not going to coach up there in that cold ass weather, man. I can't do that, bro. I love Buffalo, man. But I wouldn't even be able to call a damn play up there with that damn snow and ice in it. Oh, man. Take care, my brother. Thank you, man. Thank y'all for coming through, man. I appreciate y'all, for real. Y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel, please, man. Please, anybody in here, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. Check it out. That's where this vibe gonna be at. I love y'all. Thank y'all for the support. Is there anybody streaming right now? Who's streaming? Oh, Rick the Menace. My bro Rick, Joe Brown, Rod. Let's go with Rick. What he playing? Oh, Rick playing COD. Yo, we gonna raid out to Rick. Hey, please hang in here for the what up, Warrior? Hey, hang around for the raid. Go tell my homeboy what up though. Tell him the Piccsta sent you. Yeah, man. Where he at? Where he at? I just seen him. Hey, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Man, great show. Great show. Y'all tell Rick I say what up, though. Tell him the Pics to say what up.